here.
If someone is being a little naughty and playful and they're pulling pranks, what would you call them? They would be
jokester.
Mischievous or mischievous? How would you say
I
it?
feel like I say mischievous, but I think it's mischievous.
Are those two different things? I say mischievous. It's mischievous.
That's how you're supposed to say it? Okay.
Yeah. I actually, a lot of
mischievous.
Times, this is one reason why I love...
But it's spelled, you know what?
Google, and
sometimes...
you can actually have it play. We didn't have this growing up. We did
the audio.
Going to the internet and having the diction, the sounds out, and then they spell it for you, and it's just right at the click. How is that supposed to pronounce? I would tell all my students, if you are auditioning and you don't know how to pronounce the
character's name, company name,
Google it and listen to it and do it that way. At least you've tried, because a lot of times,
which goes back to names too, how we've talked about,
like Jama,
Harry Potter, right? The books came out.
Hermione, hardest name ever. Is it Hermione or Hermione?
We are not British. We didn't know. I would be reading the books, and you know how you read it? You say the words to yourself.
I do the mumble.
Like you just skip over it.
I just skip over the name.
Okay, so that's like every Lord of the Rings character.
I cannot keep any of the characters. No. I'm like, which dwarf is that?
What's happening? I would say Hermione.
Hermione. I would say
Hermione.
I did say Hermione.
And then when I heard it, like in another TV show, because it is, it's a kind of common name. It's kind of like Penelope if you think about how the E makes the E sound. And I'm like, Hermione. That sounds so much better.
I like Hermione.
Hermione. Yes.
It's my person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are there any other ones?
Ron. That was pretty easy.
I get made fun of for this one.
Which one?
It's the place you used to work.
Blockbuster.
Close.
Okay.
I say library.
Oh, you say library.
Library.
Like gymnastics instead of gymnastics.
Oh, I don't know.
That's another one.
Yeah,
I
say library. Yes, and like you said, it's kind of that lazy mouth. Like you just aren't making the effort to say library. Yes,
and you
correct.
Don't get it all out.
So February. Yes. Okay. Do you say February? That's the correct way. I looked it up because I was
January, February. I say February.
February.
Instead of February.
You don't pronounce that first.
I say February. January, February, March, April, May. First one who misses.
February is how you're supposed to say it. But do we say Wednesday? No. We say Wednesday.
So are you out there right now saying these words with us and going, how do
I pronounce that?
Another idiom.
Okay.
Blood is thicker than water. Since we're just off the cusp of Easter, God's in the details. We now know that one.
Yes.
It's not devil's in the details. And now we have blood is thicker than water. What does that mean to you? Blood's thicker than water. When you hear someone say that.
I get, what does it mean?
No, yeah.
Or is that the way you're supposed to say it?
Blood is thicker than water.
I thought it meant, keep your family close. I don't know.
It's the blood of the covenant.
Oh.
So the blood of the covenant is the family. The blood of the covenant is thicker than any water. So that's the family. That's the covenant is strong.
But that's the concept of it, is that
and so they look at it like family. So I have some friends who are like, blood is thicker than water, which means I'll never really be in the family because they're married into, they're not true, whatever, because that happens.
Adoption and fostering and those things come in.
And so they have said, people tell me blood is thicker than water. And I'm like, blood of the covenant has nothing to do with their blood. Don't be offended by that. They don't know what. They don't get it.
Right.
And so it gets you, if you're struggling with your family embracing you and you're let's say married into the family and you're clashing and they're not letting you in pictures because they just want to do I've had family reunions. I've had friends tell me.
We've all been there.
Oh no, we're getting the true family members, the ones with the blood. The rest of you are married in. We'll get you laters. We just want to get this group. And that's
or you're the second cousin, or you're the you're the
wife,
illegitimate kid.
Your children will be in the group chat, or your children will be, but you won't be because you're not blood.
Oh, that's.
There are.
That's unfortunate.
That struggles with that, and I'm just no, it's the covenant. And they literally said blood's thicker than water.
Nowadays, just take a picture with everybody and edit them out if you want a different version.
But why? Your family.
It's just you don't even need to. I know, and sometimes
so weird for me.
Your chosen family can be that much closer than your biological family.
And that's where blood is thicker than water, being the blood of the covenant.
Right.
Because if you're adopted,
Yeah, child. And if you're a child, we're all children of God.
Yeah,
so that's really interesting.
So that, I think, helped this particular person go, oh, I see. And it kind of took the pain away for her.
Right.
Like,
That's
she kind of was like, oh, so I am then. And it's like, yeah, girl, you're taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the blood, you know. And I think when you're someone who, it gives you a little paradigm shift. If you've been, you know, outsed by your family because you don't share the same DNA, it's like, and then they want to use this, and you're not using that right. And that's not how that works. Like, that's not how it works.
Right.
So, I don't know. I felt
it's
like
deeper.
It's
It's deeper than that. You got some other ones?
Yeah, another one of my favorite is a stitch in time saves 9.
I never knew what that meant.
That's what I'm saying. So when I first heard it, I thought you had to keep the rhythm. Like, don't get distracted, because, you know, I do struggle with getting distracted.
I thought it had something to do with money.
No. Like, I looked it up, and when one of my friends explained it to me, it means when you make a mistake, fix it right there, because if you keep sewing, you're going to have to undo all of your stitches to get back to the one to fix it.
Oh, that's smart.
So don't keep going when you've made a mistake. How many times have we seen that happen? And it's like, well, why did you keep going? Well, you know, I just didn't want to. Well, now you have to go and do all your work. So a stitch in time saves 9 stitches, because if you do that stitch right then and you're like, oh, I didn't stitch correctly, if you correct that stitch, you can keep going. But if you just keep going and now your whole thing is crooked, now you have to back out however many stitches.
You have to redo even more because you didn't take a moment to
correct.
correct.
It's like, take a moment.
Right.
You make
Take
a
a breath.
mistake, fix it, and then move on. Don't just...
I love that.
Yeah, it gives you some grace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have
to
keep going. You can fix your mistakes. So that was definitely one of...
nip it in the...
bud.
Yes.
With a D. That's how I've always said it. Nip it in the bud.
That's correct. But a lot of people say but.
I looked at it like pruning
I believe that's what it's related to.
plants.
It means stopping something early, so that would make sense. Like nipping the bud so that the plant doesn't overgrow or...
Right. I don't know why you nip the buds off.
Well, a lot of these are from
I don't know about gardening.
ages hence.
Maybe there's a gardener out there that's like, oh yeah, you would
They
nip
can
it in the
explain
bud.
that to us more. How about whet your appetite?
Oh, I thought it was wet your whistle.
Oh, that's a different one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
But whet your appetite is like, yeah, like make you salivate. But apparently a lot of people make it like WHET, which means to like sharpen or like stimulate, like a wet.
Oh.
You know, you sharpen a knife.
Huh.
Whetstone. I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Interesting. I don't think I say that very often. It's not one that flows for me.
Or a moot point.
Moot. I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that one. And
I feel like you say that one.
yeah, it's moot.
Because you're like, I know it. It's moot.
Yeah, it's moot.
Don't say mute.
No, it's moot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Means it's
like
like
a locker.
irrelevant. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. First come, first served.
Served.
Served
with a D.
with the D.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't always say that. I say first come, first serve.
Because it feels like active present tense instead of you've already been served.
Yeah, first come, first
You
serve.
got served.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, do we have any like other local like
Well, I think there's one that
words
I always
that we say?
hear.
What's
is
that?
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Especially in the terms of people who...
like building a business or coming out from
and that's
coming
been
from
kind of said,
adversity?
people need to pull themselves up out of their bootstraps, meaning do it themselves.
Right.
And so have you heard that? Have you said,
Pull
just
yourself up by your bootstraps.
Have you heard anyone
Yes,
say that? Okay.
I've heard that one.
So it actually used to refer to doing the impossible.
Oh.
Because you cannot lift yourself off the ground by pulling up your shoelaces by yourself.
Right, because your foot's planted.
Right. How do you pick yourself up by your own shoelaces? So if you're someone who has picked yourself up and done some unimaginable feat, it's an impressive thing. It's like, okay, cool, you've done that. But it was never intended to be something, it's impossible task. You really can't do it. So it's very rare that anyone would ever do that. So to tell someone to pick themselves up by their bootstraps, it's an impossible thing you're asking them to do. So why would you kind of tell them that? In modern times, it's actually used to criticize the poor.
That was kind of where my mind went. Yeah.
Suggesting that it's a failure to succeed. and not recognizing it as a lack of opportunity.
Right,
So it's like,
right.
you're
Or
not
systemic
putting forth the
issue
effort.
or-
You're
mhm.
not, no, like, you really can't pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
No, we always say it takes community.
Yeah.
It takes a village. You have to ask for help and seek it out. And sometimes you choose not to. That is a choice, but
then
that's
sometimes
interesting.
if you are trying to pick yourself up by your shoelaces and you keep
You're
trying
not going
and
to.
trying and no one is telling you, here, let me help you, have a seat and I can lift your foot or whatever,
Right.
you're just still doing it yourself with no one guiding you.
Mhm.
So
No support.
education, coaching, doctors, lawyers,
Specialists.
psychologists, nutritionalists, those people are your bootstrap helpers.
There you go.
Those are the people who are going to help you get to the next point. And obviously, if you're struggling, you have to recognize, okay, I'm not getting there.
Right.
But then you might not even know because someone told you could be able to, if you have the belief that you should be able to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and you're not doing it yourself, you're buying into the lie and belief, in this belief, that lie, L-I, in that word belief, that you're supposed to be able to do it and everybody else did it. No, nobody picked themselves up by their bootstraps. People might have had different opportunities,
Yes.
whatever that got them to that place.
Born into different
But
situations.
you cannot do anything in this world alone.
True.
Someone had to hire you. Someone had to teach you. Someone had to clothe you. Someone had to give you a roof over your head for a brief moment in time, whether that be a home or your parents' home or your grandma's home or your aunt's home or
Foster
a
home
foster
or
home.
yeah.
You have these stepping stones that happened because someone took a risk. They hired you.
Mm-hmm.
They brought you in, or they raised you, or they taught you something, or they taught you violin lessons on the weekend so you could be successful in that realm, or whatever your hobby or whatever you're interested in. They took you fishing. They did those things.
Right.
That is not a coincidence. You didn't do that by yourself.
Right.
So I think that that's something we get to remember is that's an impossible task.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really making my mind spin because I know we've talked about how like sometimes it's hard to let go of like a friendship or a relationship when you feel like so connected to it, but you have to sometimes remember that person is not meant to be in your life forever, for your whole life. They're there to teach you something, to set you up for something. It's not meant to be.
Right. It's just a season, a moment. Maybe it is a learning lesson.
Right.
But it's a lesson for you to learn. It's
Right.
not for them to change. It's for you to change.
Exactly. And you
So,
take out of it what you want.
And sometimes we can change in it, or sometimes
Reflect on it
we just
later.
don't look at it, and then that same situation presents itself again, and that's how we get in these cycles because we didn't learn from the first situation. So we get to go, okay.
And someone's like, okay, lesson 2.
why is this still repeating? Well, you just need to learn this lesson. You're not learning it.
Right. We get caught in bad habits or
cycles,
mental.
Even our own train of thought. Like we can get, sometimes
Trapped.
And we know, like, if you have a bad day and you start down that path, like I start down the path of why didn't you know this? Why didn't you figure it out? Couldn't you have figured it? You should have seen it coming. Why didn't you see it coming? Why don't you have the answer for this? Like, that's my first go-to self-talk previously up until now. I like to say that.
She's
to remind
working on it.
myself that that's not the case. If I
You're
was to
changing
see
your
it-
programming.
Exactly. I'm changing my programming.
But
and
it takes work.
Programming got me to this point. Like, that's something to remember about
And celebrate.
when we're breaking cycles and
Yes.
changing. It gets you to that point. And now it's what one of my good friends, Darlene, says, the same mind that created today will not create tomorrow. So if you want a different tomorrow, you've got to work in the mind. So mind shift, right? So what's the next thought? I like to tell myself I'm enough. I am enough. I'm a 100% whole person. I have everything I need to do today. Today is a gift. There will be no other
Absolutely.
day like today.
That's it. You said to me the one day, there is no tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Because
never comes.
tomorrow becomes today. Right.
And then yesterday,
And you know what I just sung in my head?
what?
I'm just Ken. He's Knuff. Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
He's enough.
Yeah.
Yes. So
But we all are.
We are.
We all are.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of knuff, I don't think we can get enough commercials.
Okay.
So let's go have some more commercials.
We'll see you in a few.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
At Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu, we help students of all ages build confidence, discipline, and real-world strength. Join a supportive community that challenges you to grow both on and off the mat. Experience the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with a 7-day free trial at our new location. Call 618-795-2692 or visit altonelite.com to start your journey today. Train hard, serve others, live elite at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started.
And we're back.
You're listening to According to Jama
and Nikki.
And we've been talking about the talk that we can't talk right.
Yeah. We've
Words, phrases.
On a podcast, and we are naturally talkers, and yet we struggle and stumble over words.
It's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
It's easy to do.
So we've got a couple more that we wanted to touch on. I know there's a few words that I personally, again, like I have to like picture them in my mind, say them correctly before I say them out loud. And honestly, it's kind of a trick too. I know we've talked about names. That's a great way to like make sure that you're saying what you want to say or saying, pronouncing something correctly, just taking a beat. Think about it before it comes out of your mouth.
Do you
word vomit?
Mesh two words together and come up with a whole nother word? Or like, and you're like, wait, what? What did I just say? Or you can't think of the word right away and you're like, thing. Everything is a thing with me. Like, hand me that thing. Go get that thing over there. What's that thing? What's that one thing? The thing that you drink out of. A cup? Yes, a cup. Yes.
I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, stuff and things. That's what we talk about on our show.
Yeah,
all the stuff
and
and all the things.
Yeah.
There is a word that we invented in college, but I don't know if I should share.
I don't know if I know that word.
Okay, I'll tell it to you off air.
Okay, I don't remember. We have to run that word
we get through
the legal team.
The FCC.
FCC, make sure
exactly.
It's appropriate.
So I live in Collinsville.
Uh-huh.
It is the capital of the world for this product.
Ketchup.
No, but we do have the world's largest ketchup bottle.
Horseradish.
Okay.
Horseradish.
Okay, you just said
sauce.
it the way that I say it.
I said it 2 different ways.
Which is, I say
horseradish.
Radish.
Yeah, horseradish sauce.
But it's
Horseradish.
It's a radish for horses.
Oh, do they eat them?
I don't think so. They're quite spicy. I do enjoy it in small quantities, like, with roast beef or corned beef or hot dogs. Oh, okay, yeah,
so
to make it a little,
mm-hmm.
Make you a little horsey sauce.
A little horsey sauce, Arby's.
Yep, not a sponsor, but we're available if you're interested.
And if you hear our tummies
local
growl,
owners, we're hungry. Yeah,
we're getting hungry.
So we did want to talk about a few foods that you mentioned. A coffee.
Yes, I always say espresso. I know it's espresso. But I like the espresso. I don't know.
It just sounds cooler.
Maybe it's like
an X
a
in
little
it.
Elon Musk.
Oh no, he does love that letter.
SpaceX. But espresso. But it is espresso. Espresso.
And that's Italian.
Yeah, and there's like a daintiness to it. Like you put it on the front of your teeth. Espresso. But then I'm like, espresso. Like,
she drinks the extra charge, the double shots.
I even got an extra shot of espresso.
See?
And I'm pretty sure I said it that way.
You probably did, and they were like, yes.
Oh, and I'm sure they were like, it's espresso.
You're like, no, but when I drink it.
It's espresso.
Exactly.
X marks the spot.
Okay, so there's a berry that's very like high in antioxidants, and it's got a funky little letter.
Acai or acacia. I used to say acacia berry.
So it's
Acai.
it's acai.
Acai.
Acai, yes,
Yeah.
because that letter makes a specific sound. But a lot of people say acai.
Acai.
Yeah, but it's acai. So if you want to
Acai.
sound like you
And
know,
then- or you
you know
just-
what you want.
Be me and say acai and forget the acai part. Acai.
Acai.
That's like gyro.
now we've talked
Like
about
the gyro or the gyro.
oh, that's
or
on
the
here
gyro.
too. Okay, how
I
you
jumped ahead.
Okay, how are you saying it?
Well, I heard that it was gyro.
And that might be
Gyro.
like
Like,
if
there's
you
like
are Greek.
There's like a soft gyro.
I have heard it that way too.
But some pronounce it euro, which I thought was very
Gyro.
American.
Gyro.
Gyro?
Gyro. Like
Yearo? Like euro?
gyro.
Not euro?
Yeah, that's how I learned to
Like
say
Europe?
it in Chicago from Greek town, but like, you know, that's like maybe that's the Americanized
Gyro.
version. I don't know.
And maybe
somebody
it's-
tell us and also bring us one because we're hungry.
Yeah, I do love a good the
Okay.
tzatziki sauce.
Okay, the Mexican style restaurant that used to be owned by McDonald's. I used to call it Chipotle
Oh, Chipotle. That's a whole new one.
because of what the effects are.
Yeah.
How do you say that one?
Chipotle.
Yeah. Chipotle.
Chipotle. I put
Chipotle.
a
Yes,
T in
that's
there.
how. Yeah.
Okay.
Chipotle. There is a T.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Not
Chipotle.
Chipotle.
So some people say it very differently, but yeah,
Chipotle.
Chipotle. I've heard.
Oh, wait, what's the one where it's like tortilla, tortilla, or tortilla?
Or you're saying quesadilla.
Quesadilla, a quesadilla, and a tortilla.
And again, those are words from
Tortilla
different
and
languages
quesadilla.
that we have
But also
butchered
like quesadilla
into.
and tortilla.
Okay, how about the tiny, tiny grain that's.
Quinoa.
Yes, quinoa.
You know, we
it's
would
a
be
fun
so
one.
good at charades.
We should,
Did you
yeah.
hear-
Okay, I'll just
tiny-
keep asking
yeah,
her. Okay,
like
quiz.
tiny,
quizzes.
tiny grain.
Okay.
Quinoa.
It's a pink-colored fish.
Salmon.
Salmon.
But I
yes.
sometimes say salmon.
I
'cause
do
it's
sometimes,
fun. I like
too.
saying the L.
But apparently it's supposed to be silent.
It is.
Now,
but
do we say it the same if you're referring to the color? Like if someone's wearing a shirt in that
I
color.
think they say salmon, but I say salmon.
Salmon.
And I like to make it extra.
Oh wait, wasn't this an episode of Friends? Didn't Ross wear a salmon? It's not pink.
It's salmon.
Yeah. Okay. It's not ice cream because I think it doesn't have dairy.
It is
Orange
yeah.
or rainbow
I can
color.
see the container that's clear and it's got a lid on it that's black and it's in Dierbergs and.
Oh, you're talking
Schnucks.
about Talenti?
And yeah, and
Oh.
it's got.
But what's the stuff inside?
something I don't eat anymore because it's mostly made with dairy.
No, the one I'm referring to doesn't have dairy.
Oh, sherbet or shorbert.
Sorbet.
Sorbet.
But that's like the fancier
But what's the
version.
Talenti kind called? I thought it was something else.
Oh, those are gelato.
Gelatos.
Gelato, yeah.
Gelatos and sorbets.
Sorbet. But
Sherbet.
would you sherbet, right? Sherbet.
Or sometimes I say sorbet.
Apparently you're supposed to
Sorbet.
say sherbet.
Sherbet.
Sherbet is the proper pronunciation. I don't know that I've ever heard anyone
That's
say
like
that.
Gal Gadot's name. It's Gal Gadot.
It is a T?
I think it is a T.
Gal Gadot?
I thought I heard her say you pronounce
Well,
it
now we
T.
got to ask Google because
Gal
we need to
Gadot.
go. And
But
also,
like,
if she would like to come on the show,
Right, totally.
we would love to have her.
Talk about
Wonder
names
Woman.
with us?
Yes. Okay. Now this is kind of a tangent from food, but it's what you wrap your food in, and it's silver.
Aluminum foil.
Okay, and British people say
Aluminium.
yes, and I don't know why because that's extra letters that are not in there.
I don't know how to spell it.
Aluminium.
'cause I can't
It's
even
tough.
say it.
And there's that goes along with
How
the
you
thinking
spell
too, because you're thinking about how it's spelled.
Like vitamin is how they say vitamin.
Right.
And
Right.
garage instead of garage.
And that just sounds so much better. Everything sounds better with a
stored
British
my
accent.
Vitamins next to the aluminium in the garage.
And I know there's a variety of different,
Yeah.
accents and
But
things. Again,
still,
depending where you're
you
from,
hear
but
that.
everything just sounds better with a
Little-
pretty accent. I will say, when we were in Portugal, we heard accents from all over the world and just like the most beautiful, in their own language and speaking English. And
It's like a symphony.
and then they're like, where are you from? And they're like, America. We're Canadian. It just doesn't sound as beautiful.
Do you know one of my favorite American accents or dialects is South Carolina?
Okay.
Such a pretty.
It's just like the southern drawl of it. Slower, or is it that? Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but they just sound so pleasant. Like they when I talk to them on the phone, because I have some Carolina customers, and they just like thank you, and the way
just
they
the
say
politeness.
hello, I just melt. I'm like, oh, what do you need? Like they're just so pleasant.
I love their colloquialisms too, that are like butter my biscuit and things like that. That are like, they put like this is like this, and oh god, there's good ones.
There's just I don't know how many people are like, yes, let me hear a South Carolinian accent, but the sweet tea song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, where Mama will make you some sweet tea and send it right back here to me. I forget his name, but
Turnip Greens.
Turnip Greens. Yeah, he I thought was from the Carolinas. But that accent, if you guys know that song, it's just turnip greens. I don't know. There's just something so kind and pretty about it. If you know that particular one.
Well, I can't find it.
Then
Billy Currington.
Yeah, there it is. And then there's like Southern Missouri has almost more.
Oh, don't get me started on the Missouri.
Well, Southern Missouri has more than even if you go to Dallas. There's
Texas is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, you would think. When I went to Dallas, I was expecting to hear like cowboy, y'all, come on over here. No, that's not it at all.
No,
you get a little bit more of that.
And
them all. It was so funny. I was down in Southern Missouri, fireworks, working with a bunch of pyrotechnicians and firefighters, and we're just sitting. We've been working all day. Their hands are covered in carbon soot, just sitting, and someone's like, yeah, we should get them all here, and I'm like, the mall, no, them all, and they were saying them,
but you heard the mall,
the mall, and I'm like, oh, who's going to the mall? No, them all, like, yeah, what mall? And they're like, them all, ALL, and I'm like, oh, like a collective group. Okay,
that's yes.
I must have sounded.
My brain didn't register that.
Like them all.
That's fine.
Yeah, just like
let's go to
the mall.
So we had a couple other ones that I was trying to think of. What were some like local phrases and sayings? I know we mentioned like where'd you go to high school, which kind of helps people place, where you're at.
Says Binkst.
Binkst.
I think it's kind of like a form of because of. Binkst, we didn't go grocery shopping. We don't have turnips.
Binkst. I've never. Binkst. How would you spell that?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But it's Binkst.
Was it like local to where they grew up, or was it just a word they made up as a kid?
Calhoun area. You guys say Binkst a lot. Like Binkst
love those
is
peaches.
Because of. Oh, I love peaches. Binkst. Binkst. They didn't have that. Or Binkst. They were out. We didn't buy that.
That's interesting.
It is and she would say umbrella.
Okay, I like that.
She said umbrella. And she's also born in 1925, so maybe Binkst is from an older language.
Could be, yeah.
Like
a word that was phased out.
The bee's knees, no one says that anymore. I think some people are trying to bring some of that old language back.
Old-timey language, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've talked a lot about slang and how certain words come and go. You mentioned like, we used to say that all the time. Did you have to train yourself to take that out of your
very much
verbs,
and I
your
still
verbiage?
Use the word like a lot.
When people say seriously or literally,
literary or literarily, like there's literally.
Oh, it would say it like Rob. What's his name?
Rob Lowe.
Yeah. Literally.
I literally need to do this. If I don't do this, I am a well-oiled machine. I cannot get the flu. That episode when they get the flu. No to the scarf.
He's amazing, by the way. He doesn't age.
Literary.
Okay.
Is like the literary works of Shakespeare books. And then there's literally, which is supposed to mean 2 different words.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I sometimes say them as the same word. literally and literally.
But like if someone says like, I'm literally starving.
Yeah. Literally?
No, you're not.
Literally.
Either of those,
Yes,
but yes.
I literally am. Yeah.
I know we use these a lot too. Wanna, gonna, kinda, because it makes things sound more right. You're cutting out a few of the words and like you were saying, combining words and
Yeah. You want to go to the park?
It sounds more communicative,
Maybe
I think.
That's how we lost our British.
Probably because we took out all the formality and made it more
and we
slang.
melted because we were from all different places. We were the French. We're British. We've got people coming in from Canada.
Right,
You
but
know,
it's
like
pretty cool how you. But if you talk to someone, you can start to know, where they're from right away. Do we have any other phrases like that are like? Well,
Local
I know
to this area.
I know there's certain things that like if you are not from here, you will not.
A-town.
Yes.
Well, first we say Alton different.
That's true.
Because when the small business revolution came, they would say Alton.
Like
They'd
Alton
say,
Brown.
We're in Alton, Illinois. No, it's Alton.
You are?
It's Alton, Illinois. But do people from Alton call it Alton?
I've never. When I moved here,
Everyone called it
Alton. That's all I've ever heard. And people whose last name
is Alton.
They say it that way as well. But I know sometimes we'll adjust the way that we say our own names.
I have a hard time saying my last name. So
right. You sometimes want to say it different.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce.
I get it.
People.
I get that.
But yeah, Alton. I think we're different because most people call it Alton.
I do remember one time as a young person, Oprah Winfrey had a show all about, I think it was like world records and things like that in the U.S. And she mentioned Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man, being from, and I think she said Alton.
Illinois.
Yeah. It was definitely not the way we pronounce
Alton.
it, but
I wonder how that happened.
I don't know. Would like to know if someone has that history. We know a couple people who we've been talking to about some
Dialect
history
coaches or people who know who decided to call it Alton instead of Alton.
It's just fascinating to me how we've evolved like that. There's another one that I like to say supposed to, like instead of supposed to.
Supposed to.
But I say supposed to.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone understands what I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, do people outside of this area say supposed to?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't talk to too many people outside of our area. I also really have struggled with this one my entire life. The waxy things that you color with.
Crayons.
I called them crowns for a very long time. Crayons.
Well, that's like color. Color.
Like with Lour?
Yeah. Color. I never know.
Well, that's just like the European way to spell it.
Oh, speaking of European ways of spelling, so I realized I read a lot of books when I was a kid, and I would read
Yay books,
and I
from
would
the
read
library.
From the library, and I didn't realize there were some things that I was spelling the British way.
Oh.
The European way or whatever, like color. Because when I learned to spell color, I was like, it's C-L-L-O-U-R.
You're missing the letter, guys.
And I would get so confused because I'm like, wait, where is the U?
Theater.
Yeah, that depends on where you are.
R-E-R?
I'm T-H-E-A-T-E-R. That's how I've always spelled theater.
Oh, see, I like it R-E.
Yeah, that's the
It feels fancier.
T-H-E-A-T-E-R, I believe, is how... I don't know, one of them's European and the other one is
what we've adjusted.
Yeah. And so that gets really challenging, like color and color, crayon and Crayola, crayon. Some people just call them Crayolas. And I say cork weird. Quirk.
Okay, she's trying to say quirk.
Quirk. That's what it is. Quirk. And it comes out corky. It's quirky. Quirky.
But it sounds like cork, like a wine
cork.
bottle.
Yeah, But it's quirk.
Quirk.
Okay,
and then we were just talking about quark, which was we were talking about the universe and what was that podcast you sent me that was the alternate universes, and I don't know.
Like with
he was a character on DeGrasse Tyson. Can't ever get his name right either.
Neil Tyson DeGrasse. That's how I pronounce his name for the longest time. Like Jason Gordon-Levitt. Love
Yeah,
it.
him. Yeah.
Jason Gordon.
Love him.
Love it.
And I remembered when I was thinking on this topic, we had this teacher in high school that could not say specific.
Pacific.
She would say Pacific.
I still say Pacific, and sometimes not specific. And sometimes.
But are you meaning it as that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I
She's
don't
just
know.
mixing
I
them
don't know
all
what I
up.
mean. And then I definitely will sometimes say the wrong syllables. Like, it'll just come, and I'll just make up weird words. I've heard, like, one of my good friends likes to say, I'm an alien, and my alien language comes out, and I forget what
Have you seen Elio, the Pixar movie?
Uh-uh.
Or I think you'd really identify.
Totally.
You'd feel it.
Well, it
He
sounds
speaks like
different.
his Eloise. He speaks his
Eloise.
own language.
Yeah, I
and
have my own
he's just
gibberish.
waiting for the aliens to come get him because he's on the wrong planet.
The other day I said carn instead of corn. I was like, do you have any carn?
That feels like something you would say.
They were like, carn?
Carn?
Carn. And I'm like, yeah, it's got carn in it.
It's
Yeah,
almost like
corn.
almost a Wisconsin thing to it, like a, don't you know, North and South Dakota or something. Carn.
I got some carn.
Yeah.
I'll say carn, and I mean corn. But it doesn't come out corn. It's like carn. I don't know.
I like it.
And hello. One time I was like,
With an
hello
A?
instead of hello.
So you're just putting A's in.
Yeah, I think I just throw A's everywhere.
Okay.
I don't know.
Throwing around the
It
A's.
is kind of embarrassing. I'm very vulnerable right now.
She's not. It's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
sharing so
we
much.
multiple times have like tried to say something wrong and then said it right and try to say it right
Well,
and
that's
say
what's
it.
so funny, and I think it's going to be entertaining for all of you in the show as you listen. What did Nikki say? And how did she pronounce
Almost
it?
every day we write down like a quote of the day because
yeah.
we just
Well,
say
this last
something
one,
so random.
I can't write when you're talking at me.
I can't think when you're
Yeah. I was like, I can't think when you're talking to me. I think
something
that's
like
what I
that.
said.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wrote down a couple of them. But now we are going to have the ability to share our show on some of the other platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We did find out we've got our episodes uploaded to YouTube now. They're
Yeah.
live streaming.
You can see them there.
Yeah,
you can
so
go
it's
back
very
if you-
exciting.
If you're just now joining us on episode 5, you will be able to go back and listen to
Our back catalog.
And, you know, if you're struggling with starting something and you're like, oh, it's got to be perfect, because you and I both
It
went
won't
back
be.
and forth, like, I just don't
We-
want to do it yet because it's not right. And
We
had
didn't
that.
feel ready.
Luckily,
We
someone
never
pushed
do.
us. Someone pushed us. Sometimes you have to be pushed out the airplane so you can skydive. So you can go back and listen to the first few and even this
We'd
one.
appreciate
and,
it. Thank
and know
you.
that, like, it's okay. You're
Right.
going to have weird robot voices. You're going to have some sounds.
Sometimes you have ghosts that are with you and
The lighting is very on your
Mm-hmm.
face.
it's okay.
Hot,
It's
cold.
okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You
Yeah.
just
Be you.
it feels really amazing just to say we did a thing. It really does. And we appreciate everybody who's listening. We appreciate the sponsors who are already here and those who are coming.
Yeah.
We will have all kinds of fun and exciting guests in the future.
And if
We've
you-
got lined up.
Heard something that we talked about today in the show. Like, I don't know, we talked about our bodies and aging and hormones or hormones.
No.
That's enough.
The hormones are harming us.
Sometimes I feel like hormones. They're hormones.
Mm-hmm.
If you have questions or you want to know more, feel free to reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you are an expert and you're like, I can totally
Talk to this. Yes, please. Bring us the
share
knowledge.
my information, you can get a hold of us through RiverBender.com.
If you find our page there.
We're also Bluff City Betties, so you can look us up on Facebook,
Instagram.
and ask us there.
You can email us.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one it is. Though. Is it Jama and Nikki or Nikki and Jama? I don't know. We're both.
They've
We're-
changed it around.
Yeah,
sometimes
but
because
you
we've
can-
changed it
yeah.
around. But yeah, you can email us. There's a email us page. Email us
Yeah.
page on RiverBender.com.
I just learned that often doesn't. You're not supposed to pronounce the T.
Often? How often?
I put
say
the T. You're not supposed to put the T. Who
I am
knew?
putting the T where I don't put T's. I'm putting A's
putting
where
A's
A's don't
in
belong.
everywhere.
Belong. Long. Did you hear that? Where is that from? I need a dialect.
But yeah,
coach.
we already have received a couple of inquiries. Like we ask the expert, right? So
Yeah.
we're working on getting someone to come in and talk to us on the topics, some related to workplace struggles. So we're looking for an HR professional to come in and give us some advice there, and we'll speak from our experience on what we'd recommend. But if you have a topic you'd like us to discuss, if you have a business you'd like to promote, we're here.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in today, and stick around with us in the future. We're going to have more for you in store.
Till next time.
Au revoir.
Oh, fancy. Bye.